that in all countries where marijuana was decriminalized, productivity levels decreased, which impacted negatively on GDP. Trinidad and Tobago already has a fluctuating productivity level. Are we willing to risk a decline in our productivity level and GDP? Physiologically, there are numerous negative side effects from marijuana use, like increased risk of circulatory and respiratory diseases, and also coordination impairment, which can result in fatal workplace and road accidents. Likewise, babies of the marijuana users are usually born premature, underweight, or stillbirth. THCs are transmitted via breastfeeding up to 6 days after and leads to brain underdevelopment in these children. Dr. Eric Williams once said that the future of our nation lies in our children's book bags. But further to this, our future also lies in the mother's womb. We cannot allow our future to degenerate because of marijuana. Psychosocially, Dr. Lashley is one of the many young doctors at the Barataria Health Institute, and her department alone adds an average of 15 persons per year to the outpatient list because of marijuana. Allow me to quote Dr. Lashley: "We are all genetically predisposed, and all it takes to trigger psychosis, anxiety, impaired cognitive functions, and suicide for those with this inclination is one smoke of marijuana." End quote. Medically, an Australian University 2019 research compared all research done on marijuana use from 1980 to 2018. They conclude that there is insufficient evidence to attest that marijuana is beneficial or even safe for medical use. Honorable judges, audience, team affirmative, be very mindful that in Kentucky, the second largest marijuana producer in the US, Justice and Public Safety Secretary J. Michael Brown revealed in 2019 that since decriminalization, property crimes such as burglary, larceny, robbery, and petty theft has risen by 94%. This proves that the need to support this drug will lead to higher rates of incarceration procedures in our already overstrained judicial and prison systems. So, when we look at the vast negative impacts of marijuana, in contrast to the short-term, short-sighted, trivial proposals put forward by Team Affirmative today, we can firmly and safely say no to marijuana decriminalization in Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Okay, so could the Carrera team come forward, please? You guys face the audience, please. Okay, hold a minute. We have the certificates that we'd also like to present at this time. Okay, so we didn't do a group presentation. Jacob will just hand over all the certificates to one of the team members. Okay, the next team that we're going to call up is representatives from both YTC and YTRCF. Ms. Jacob, could you assist with this presentation as well? Ladies and gentlemen, we will move on with the debate at this time. As we get into the cross-examination segment, and Team Photo Speed will now have the opportunity to ask their questions. I'm going to ask both the person who's asking the question and the team member who's answering from the opposing team to introduce yourselves at this time.
Bakester, do you consider yourself to be impartial?
Very impartial.
Okay, sir. So do you see that marijuana has already a bad effect on Trinidad? Seeing that the government spends a lot of money to incarcerate people, where $25,000 is for a month, the adjournment is 28 days. When someone is only convicted for something that cost $20, won't you say this is a waste of taxpayers' money?
No, I would not say that's a waste of taxpayers' money, because breaking any law, a government is supposed to make sure that the good law and order function in any country for the good running of that country, and no price is too high to pay for good governance and good order in a country.
Sir, social media shows the rampant of weed usage in the prison. So seeing that one is convicted and enters prison and has access to more than he was charged for, won't you say this is spinning top in one?
Now, that analysis is false, because there can never be more weed inside of prison than outside of prison. And I will tell you something, how dangerous marijuana is. If you read in the papers, listen sir, I'm answering you. I am answering your question. Drug act.
Toxic. I would like to ask you, can you name 3 pharmaceutical drugs that don't have side effects?
All drugs have mild side effects, but marijuana in itself we have not done enough study to prove the amount of side effects you get from marijuana. That's why it should remain illegal.
You just said we didn't do enough studies. Won't decriminalization give us the opportunity to study marijuana as it ought to?
No, because decriminalization could never give you that opportunity, for the simple fact, all decriminalization does is to move an action from being criminal to non-criminal. Marijuana will still be illegal if it is decriminalized. And we are talking about decriminalized, not legalized. So get your facts straight.
Thank you, sir. Moving on. I would like you to help me understand. The laws were broken the last time you had an iPad in your possession. Won't you, like just how the laws were amended for you on your iPod, won't you like the laws to be amended? So marijuana, see, that is already a problem. To have some sort of control.
I don't know what you're talking about. The law,
everybody here.
Who broke the laws? Who broke the laws to permit me an iPad?
Everybody here, no. Everybody is out. Thank you.
That is
Time is up. Time is up. You may both have your seats.
Good afternoon. My name is Angel.
Sir, if marijuana is decriminalized, would it still be illegal or would it now become legal?
Decriminalization will remove the criminal charges relating to certain acts.
So would it be illegal?
Some possession.
Would it be illegal or become legal?
Certain acts of it would be permitted without having a criminal record.
What you are speaking of is legalization. Now, since you want to amend our laws, can you define for us what is a law or what a law is?
Laws are made to try to maintain a balance in our society.
Sir, since you are incorrect, a law is a rule of human conduct enforced by the state. Now tell us from that, what is the purpose of laws?
To maintain order.
And to protect future society. Now from our topic, what is to decriminalize?
Our proposal here today, right? We are proposing to have a regulated market for this industry, right? Where the government would supply growers, farmers,
okay, sir. To
even licensed consumers.
Sir, to decriminalize is to move from legal category of criminal offences. Are you aware of the broken windows theory?
I am
Can you please give us a brief description of it?
I hear you
Okay,
mention-
when minor cases are neglected, it stems into major ones. So are you then, through marijuana decriminalization, supporting major crimes in our country?
The marijuana decriminalization will remove a lot of major crimes, since a lot of the drug activity related offenses, the crimes committed surrounding illegal drugs will be reduced
Thank
due
you.
to the
I understand.
fact that they will take away the criminal element. Instead of
Thank you.
The way the current system
One step
is
backward,
driving.
one step forward, two
driving
step backwards.
back,
Thank you, sir.
underground, you're not getting rid of it.
Okay, from your contention, you mentioned that our country would benefit economically from marijuana decriminalization.
Of course.
Now, so persons caught with a certain amount of marijuana would be given a ticket or a fine. Would this be classed as revenue?
To some extent.
Okay,
But we,
so,
our proposal,
sir, my next
where we
question, you already answered the
generating
question,
revenue
sir.
from
What is the
many
end result
byproducts.
if a person does not pay a fine in our country?
Incarceration.
He go to prison, so we are reverting to the same concept where persons will be placed in prison and the taxpayers will feel the strain to house and maintain these persons in prison, not so?
Only those who break
Thank
the
you,
law.
sir. Thank you, thank you. Now, from your contention, you stated that marijuana would have certain health benefits.
Numerous.
Now, under the Dangerous Drug Act, Chapter 1125, is it not a fact that the Minister of Health can grant licenses to individuals to cultivate, import, or export marijuana in our country for scientific or
Medical
medicinal
use.
purposes?
Of course.
Correct, so it's very simple. Since we already have this provision implemented to obtain the medical benefits of marijuana, wouldn't decriminalization be unnecessary, sir?
Absolutely not.
So it would be unnecessary or spinning top in mud. Now, sir, is marijuana a dangerous drug or not a dangerous drug?
Marijuana is a very non-toxic alternative to many standard medications.
So is not a dangerous drug, you're saying?
Absolutely not.
So why is it under the Dangerous Drug Act of Trinidad and Tobago?
Why is it that FDA approved Marinol and Epidermal
Sir-
as cures for seizures, AIDS, cancer, and all these other
Thank you
things?
for not answering the question, sir. It is a fact and we don't argue facts. It is under the dangerous law.
And it's a fact that it is used in a lot of medications today, despite that fact.
Thank you, sir. It is a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, Team MSP now rest.
Mr. Ramonda, can you please remain there as we do the presentation? Thank you very much, Mr. Ramota. Ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed with today's debate as we move into the rebuttal segment. And both teams will have 4 minutes to do their rebuttal. And we now have the affirmative.
Cannabis, the most extraordinary plant that can heal you, clothe you, protect the environment while creating financial support in our country. Now you're talking about the Dangerous Drug Act. Haven't you ever heard of C420 co-founder and director Colin Stevenson that listed in 2000 that the amendments in our law allows a person to possess marijuana for medicinal rights? And it would lift the prohibition on marijuana to allow us to research, to find reasons. What are the risks of marijuana? Cannabis is not dangerous. Now you say cannabis increase crime? On what planet? This is Earth. Tetrahydrocannabinol is not a psychoactive component. It possesses both CB1 and CB2, which acts on the anandamide in your brain. If you don't know what that is, it comes from the Sanskrit word ananda. It means joy or bliss. You know what that means? Nobody smoking marijuana is going to go around popping shots at nobody. It doesn't happen. Now you're speaking about a man died in MSP prison because of marijuana. No, he was charged for the possession of marijuana and under the anxiety called a heart attack. Can you show me an autopsy that says death by marijuana? Heart and lung failure. No, cannabidiol found in marijuana, not the THC part, the cannabidiol part, the CBD part. It have many parts: CBG, CBT, CBNT, CBNNLT, and I can list them all for you, but I'll take all day. So here's what's going on. Cannabidiol works on the immune system and destroys negative cells on the mucus rendition level, on a cellular level, and microcellular level. And here's what else. Marijuana THC acts on the amyloid plaques in your brain, shutting down the